Hi everybody, and welcome to the first part of our three-part quick series on how to use your OneNote journal. In our first section here, I'm going to go over the basics and just go over a big overview of everything that we're looking at right here. In the second part, we're going to take a look at the notebook itself and take a look at the individual notebooks and what all they do. And in the third section, we're going to talk about this row right here, the little command bar, and what all these buttons do and how to use them. Okay? So to dig in, this is it. This is OneNote. If you want to play along, open up your notebook, open up your OneNote, and you can follow along with the video as I'm pushing buttons, and you can play too. To begin with, we have the very top bar up here, and this will stay the same no matter what section you're in. Everything else will change if you push buttons, but this will stay the same. So starting over here, it tells you, first of all, what kind of device you're using, because in case you forget you have an iPad, it says iPad. And next to it, of course, is the Wi-Fi notification letting you know you're hooked to the internet. Next to that, you will probably see a little spinning. Now, forgive me, it's a little faded on here. I got to play with the projector brightness and stuff in order to make all this show up on the iPad. But you'll see a little spinny thing right here, and this means that you are syncing with the cloud. Okay, and if you look across right here, underneath the time, you will see the name of the digital notebook that you are in. And if you're in my class, you will see Digital Classroom Notebook and the school year. And that tells you what notebook that you have open. If you go over here, and again, I apologize if it's a little faded, you're going to see three little bars. And if I tap that, and this is mirrored to my iPad here, this is going to open up a secondary menu. Okay, and in here, this is our settings. Don't push buttons. And these will allow you to personalize your account, followed by being able to open up different notebooks that you have active. If you want to create a new notebook, this is where you do that as well. If you hit the edit button here, and I'll tap that. Oops, no I won't apparently. This will allow us to, if I push this, delete it. Or if I use these little tabs, I can push and drag, and this will allow me to reorganize things in some order that I want them to be in. And then hit done, and that will go away. There it goes. Tap back here on the screen, and that'll push that little menu back to the side. Right next to the little three bars are two little arrows that should look familiar to anyone that uses Windows Microsoft products. Those are your undo and your redo buttons. Don't panic, just undo. That's my motto for the kids. We are, for some reason, not in the same notebook anymore. I've changed notebooks. So I'm going to go back. I ended up in a recent tab. And it said that right here. It said recent. Now, if it says that, that means that you are not hooked to any notebook. Those are just pages that you have made recently. I'm going to go back and tap right here on Digital Classroom Notebook, and it's going to open me back up to my Digital Classroom Notebook. Hey, stuff happens on live TV. Who knew? Next up, we're over here on the other side of the screen. Hi. And first one up is the magnifying glass. That, of course, is the universal symbol to search. And if I tap that, that will open up the search bar, and I can type in any topic, any subject matter. If I want the second weather PowerPoint, I can hit weather PowerPoint. And all the weather PowerPoints that I have listed in the science section will pop up in theory. It can happen. It will search all notebooks as well. It just won't search this notebook. It'll search all the notebooks that you have open or active in your account, I should say. The next symbol they may or may not have. I'm not sure. Mine is set up as a teacher account. Yours is set up as a student account. And they may not be able to share anything in this notebook. In fact, I'm pretty sure they cannot. But this is the universal symbol to share the file if they're in Word, if they're in PowerPoint, and they want to collaborate with another student, they want to send it to their teacher and turn it in. This is the button that they would open and then email it to the teacher. And the last button over here is this little double arrow. And that double arrow will get rid of my Pages slide and make whatever I'm looking at full screen. This is nice if you're working, you're writing, you're trying to do whatever it is you're trying to do, and you need a little more writing space. So tab that on and off to make it expand and contract. Followed by this row here. This is our command bar, and we're going to come to this in lesson 3. Followed by all of our tabs. Now, we mentioned before that you think about this as a filing cabinet. Well, these are your filing cabinet drawers, and we're going to get into each of these tabs in our next lesson. Down the side here, you will see all of the pages under whatever tab you are on. Now, right now, I'm on the Class Info tab, and this is at the very top level of the notebook. And down the side here, you can see all the different pages that you can tap on, and boom, There's our August special schedule, even though it's September, followed by the September special schedule, because it is September, at least when I'm recording this. And you can page up and down and see what day is for what special. And this, of course, is the main screen showing you the page that you are on and all of the information therein. That's pretty much all I have for this section. I'd like to thank you all for watching. We have 2 more sections. Our next one, we are going to focus on the notebook itself and what each section does with the students. Thank you all for watching.